Hi everyone, this is Boris. Welcome to my channel. So today, I haven't drawn a cartoon character in a while, so I'm going to show you how to draw Popeye. So I'm just going to launch the software for the screen recording. So I have my XP Pen Artist 12 here. This is a display tablet. You can draw on the screen. And so just to show you my setup quickly. So this is my Artist 12, and then I have my laptop here connected to the laptop. Yeah, so okay. Um, so let's get started. So to share a bit of trivia about myself, I grew up in India, so I used to watch Popeye on Cartoon Network. When, um, so I don't actually remember exactly the time, but I think it was around 7 because that's when would eat breakfast. So I remember watching. I don't know if it was every day, but I'm sure it was on weekdays, so that I would watch Popeye. So, um, okay, let's. So as usual, I'll try to figure out the orientation of the character. So I'll start with the head. So his head is tilted towards the left side, so which means my left side. So I'll go in and put a little mark there, and his shoulders are like this, and his arms like this. Mm. And also, yeah, the thing is, when you're drawing these things, these reference lines for to build your anatomy around, I tend to get carried away and just do sticks, but which makes it stiff. So just remember these are like wires, just not just sticks. So and that gives the drawing energy, or at least that allows you to capture the energy that from the reference drawing. And I've also learned that if you guys are comic book fans, like the great Jack Kirby, who created Captain America, Thor, all the great characters you know from Marvel and DC, actually he used to um, do like he used to be like one of the animators, like drawing who drew for Popeye. I learned that in a documentary. Oh no, not a documentary. I think it was on a podcast where Paul Dini, the writer of Batman, co-creator of Batman the animated series, was on. So as soon as I laid down the basics for the whole body, I started going in and uh, like looking for the shapes. Okay, now I have this round shape for his foot or his right foot, and then I go up like this because I see that shape here, like this. And maybe a little bit more here. So these kinds of tutorials I'm doing once per week, and every day I'm posting like speed drawing videos. So at the moment when I'm recording this, it's November. I'm doing a comedian that I love, one comedian, portrait of a comedian per day. So this morning I just uploaded. You can go and check out all the illustrations so far on my Instagram account um, at sketchman underscore Boris. and you'll see all the comedian portraits and more. So, um, okay. So what I've just been like following um, the lines. So for example, I do the shoes here, so then it goes up here to on his foot, and then his his ass, and then goes to his back. He does this folds on his clothing from his t-shirt, or I don't know how you call it, the top, the sailor top. And his neck will be somewhere here, and you have to be careful because we need to keep the inclination. So let me just make it smaller because I think if I continue like this, I don't have space for his head. Okay, I think that's better. Again, I keep insisting this is what's great about like uh, digital art. So, and then I have so the way to understand is I think it's of course it's not Disney inspired. So there are a lot of round shapes and um, so for example, it's like a lot of deformed cylinders and like for example when I drew his legs, right? So it's like cylinder, right? Like you take this shape, you take, and it feels like someone just squeezed the top of the cylinder, and it just leaves this like cone-like shape. And for the for his pelvic area or his hip area, it feels like there's someone just took a like orange, some sort of round thing, and then just cut it in half, right? You see that? So, and then for the other side, the leg, it's similar. I think it's similar treatment with the cylinders, two cylinders on top of each other. So yeah, we can actually do an exploded view like this of his body parts. But most of it is just like spheres, cylinders, which is why when people say you can draw everything with those if you know how to draw those shapes, and actually they don't actually show you exactly how to change those basic geometrical shapes into body parts. So that's why I'm doing here, breaking down. Um, you see that? Like even his, I mean, we haven't drawn the arm yet, but even his arm, like his arm is something like this, and it's a thinner, uh, and of course, he's well known for his forearm, which is like like almost like an oval, like an egg. Even his arm pops from the side. Um, when it comes to his face, I would say I think there's because he's bald actually under his hat. It's actually uh, like a semicircle or a half sphere, and then there is they just put two and a half spheres here. You see that? Like um, they almost look like they they are butt cheeks, like hidden back cheeks, I guess. And so so that's very iconic because now you can even take him as a silhouette, and you'll know that he's Popeye. I'll just leave them there. So let's continue. It's also fascinating for me to actually learn like how they like sort of built the design of the character. again, I keep saying this in every video when I draw, um, like very famous cartoon characters, but there's a reason why they are so iconic and they last. Because I think even if you don't know who Popeye is, if you just look at this, like it's just something there. Like, I mean, again, I can't speak for kids, but I think it's similar. This kids have similar reaction because it's like all the pleasing shapes put together, and um, now this is a really simple way to draw ears. So you just draw a C backwards, and then you just draw another C inside. And then you just draw another C smaller than that. And if I'm drawing the ear on the other side, well, actually, it's not a C backwards. No, sorry, that's actually a C. Um, but if I'm drawing the other side, like I'll do the same thing. Like, those are ears, or at least in the cartoon world. So hmm, let's just bring all the drawings down a bit. Okay. I didn't practice this at all. I'm just started recording. It feels like I'm changing the character a bit. But there is also, I don't know, like for some reason, there's a lot of, I feel like influence from uh, the French bande dessinée. Like if you look at characters like um, Asterix, Obelix, they have that. After you get used to getting in front of the camera, I always forget to look at the camera because I'm always looking at the screen of myself. So it looks like I'm speaking to someone else. All these little things. Well, the reason why I wanted to shoot the video with my phone is because the webcam on my computer is really bad. So the quality is not so good, and also the window is on the just on the behind me, so uh, so you don't see anything, especially in daylight. So I'm erasing slowly the reference lines. Um, and I actually drew Robin Williams, and I was thinking about Popeye because he played in the live version movie Popeye. Um, I've never seen that movie. Um, It's really fascinating because it's such a simple concept, and I don't know how they came up with a movie out of it. I didn't realize it, but I thought he would have most cartoon characters only four fingers, but actually he has five fingers, right? We can't see the fingers on his right hand side, but right hand arm, but yeah. Um, of course, there's the pipe missing, and also like when I'm recording myself because I wanna uh, when I'm like showing things with my making gestures with my hand, like sometimes I uh, forget that I'm not being recorded. I'm recording only the audio. So yeah, I think that's, that's really great. So I think I've finished. I'm just looking to check if I've forgotten something. Um, I just feel like my feet are small. Uh, because I think, yeah, I was struggling with space. So what I'll do is just cheating, but I'll take this upper body and then just make it a little bit smaller. And then what I'll do is I'll bring this back up and then make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so now let's I'll just ink it and then post it on my Instagram. So if you have any questions or if you want me to draw and I'll show you how to draw another character, just remember to look at the drawing and just break them into shapes. Of course, here I showed you the 3D shapes, but if you can't do the 3D shapes because you're not there yet, you can actually break them down into 2D shapes, which is, for example, for instead of thinking of the cylinder here for the leg, just think of it as a as a simple 3D shape, right? As if you just took this round and then just added this line. And same for the arm. You don't have to think about it as a egg. You can just think of it as this line here. So right. So whatever makes you comfortable, and as long as you capture, and also like I mean, you and I recommend drawing this. I recommend drawing your favorite artists because then you get a glimpse of like what's like why the reason why you like them, and then it will also maybe even help you come up with your own design or your own style. So Yeah, so that was Popeye, and what else can I say? Please like and subscribe, and if you want any other characters, please put them in the comment section below. And until next time, this is Boris signing off.